Hi friends, welcome back. Rigel Smith here. Today I'm going to teach you how to make super easy lotion bars. And today I'm going to give you a recipe using Listea, which is our essential oil product of the month, free with any qualifying purchase of 125 PV before the 15th of the month in November. But if you don't have Listea, stick around because I will teach you how to make this with other oils as well. So today what you're going to need is some beeswax pellets. Make sure you get the pellets that are already all ground up for you to make it a lot easier. So we're going to need 1/3 of a cup. We're going to need 1/4 cup of coconut oil. This is just whatever regular coconut oil you cook with. 1/4 cup of cocoa butter. And if you haven't seen cocoa butter before, it kind of comes in little chunks like this and it smells like chocolate. It's delicious. And if you need to know where to find some of these supplies, I'll link them in the video description for you so you can find some of them. But it smells delicious. We're also going to need some vitamin E oil. It doesn't matter if it's liquid or capsules, either will work. We're gonna need about 1/2 teaspoon and then 10 drops of essential oil. So today I'm gonna teach you how to do it with Listea. If you don't have this oil, because it can't be purchased, it only comes free occasionally from doTERRA, including this month before the 15th of November. You can also use frankincense and lavender. You could do equal parts of each, maybe 5 drops lavender, 5 drops frankincense. It'd be lovely. But today we're gonna do 10 drops of Listea. So what I have going on here is I've turned my Instapot into a double boiler. I don't know if you can see this, but this is one of my little tricks. And I have put in my beeswax pellets, and I have put in my cocoa butter, and I have put in my coconut oil. And so it's all melted. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into some molds, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. So molds can be anything that you like. I have some that I use for soaps, for lotion bars, for lots of things. These are super cute. They say 100% handmade. So when your soaps come out, it has that imprint and it's really cool. So if you were gonna buy molds, these would be my first choice. But you can also use whatever you have. I've also used silicone muffin liners, so if you have these, you can try that. I have used my daughter's gummy bear. Sometimes they make elderberry gummies, and I've used these for soaps and lotion bars. I've even in a pinch used silicone donut mold, so whatever you have would work. I've tried all silicone, it works. If you don't have silicone and you want to make these right away, I'm guessing you could make it in a paper cut because it's kind of lined if you just poured it part way into a few different cups and then after this solidified to peel it away. You can try that. I think it'll work, but I have not tried that yet. So we are going to get ready to pour it in some molds. My daughter is with me. She's pretty excited to help today. And what we're going to do is add to our melt jar after everything's melted. We don't want any chunks left in there. We are gonna pour in our vitamin E, which is heat sensitive. That's why you don't want to heat it up with it. So about 1/2 teaspoon is what you need. Just eyeball it, it won't mess up your measurements. It's an optional ingredient, it's great for skin. It also helps as a natural preservative. It's pretty thick, so it's not coming out very fast. So to me, that looks like, oh, that's probably about 1/2 teaspoon. You can measure if that's your style. Mix that up. I'm gonna add in our Listea, which smells to me kind of like a floral lemongrass, like a sweet lemongrass. Does that smell good? Okay, Nova approves, good, because this is going to be in one of her lotion bars. So this is, in Chinese herbal medicine, it's considered a miracle herb that helps with emotions, respiratory support. It helps with the neurological system, all things skin. It has a really vast variety of uses. And when I think of it, of how I use it at home, it's kind of similar to the way I would use lemongrass or Melissa. You could make it in what we're doing, anything that would help support skin. You could use it as a spot treatment for blemishes. You could make an all-purpose cleaner with this, maybe 10 to 15 drops in a spray bottle with water, with or without maybe 1/4 cup or so of vinegar, and it would work that way. It's a great one to diffuse for the respiratory system. You could put it on your chest, maybe a little bit diluted to help open up airways. You can rub it on your abdomen for cramps, so it's really a unique oil. So we are going to, oh, a little tip too, if you melt your stuff, use a melt jar. So I use this jar over and over for all my beeswax crafts because beeswax is really difficult to get out of your nice. So this is just a recycled kombucha jar from a local kombucha company. So that's kind of cool. So Nova is my daughter. She's helping. She really wanted me to make her a bear-shaped lotion bar, so that's what I'm gonna do for her today. And if your jar gets hot, which they do from the double boiler or Instapot, however you choose to melt these, I'm gonna pour it in here using a towel holding it. And I'm gonna make one for her, and you said one for your friend? Okay, and her friend Dylan. So we have 2 of them. And then for me, I'm gonna use these 100% handmade. These are really kind of fun molds that I use, like I said, for soaps. I use them for these lotion bars, and they come out with some really nice writing when we're all done. So I'm gonna make some of these for me. There's one there, and then I found this really cool mold on Etsy that looks like honeycombs and it has little bees in it. And I thought it'd be fun to make soaps or beeswax crafts. It's a little smaller than I thought. The little molds aren't very deep. So I'm not gonna make a ton of these, but I thought it'd be fun to make just a few little small ones. So I'm gonna try some small ones. Some of them are bee-shaped, some of them are honeycomb. And like I mentioned before we started, don't get worried about the molds. Just, you could use a cup if you needed to, muffin liners, whatever you have. These make great gifts. Teacher gifts, neighbor gifts, thank yous, so all different things. I'm just gonna make, I think just 2 of those little, well, maybe I can get a third. Let's see if I can get a third little bee. Perfect. So I ended up getting 3 of the little tiny bee ones, 2 of the bears, and 2 of the handmade ones. Now these handmade ones are really cool. So I'll show you how I store these. So you want to store them after they set up. They need to sit for about 2 or 3 hours or overnight, and they'll get solidified, and then you can pop them out of your molds, pop them out of the cup, and you use them just like lotion. They're a little bit thicker than some lotion, so I like to keep these next to my bed and use them before nighttime on my hands, on my feet, because they are a little bit thicker, and especially in Colorado dry weather, this is the perfect time of year to start making these and have them around the house. So you want to store them in something, not necessarily airtight, but a container. You could put them in a glass jar. I keep them in, thanks honey, upcycled mint tin. So this is my mint tin. This is a lotion bar that I've been using. So you can see the little 100% handmades coming off, but this is kind of, you can kind of see a little bit. This one has frankincense and myrrh in it, and maybe some lavender. I think frankincense and myrrh. So that's a nice one that I've already been using. If you want to make these for gifts, you can actually get empty tins if you want it to look really nice. You can get these on Amazon. I'll put it in the link below. And you can put little labels on it and make it really fun. So lots of different ideas. So I hope this was helpful. Have fun making your lotion bars. If you have Listea, bless you, absolutely use that. If not, try some other combinations, frankincense, lavender, whatever you think is good. And if you need any essential oil inspiration, be sure to check out blissmama.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.